And we are live. Thanks everybody for joining us here on the Big Show. I'm Big Will, and as always with me is Jeffrey KomiKHAN Henson.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How you guys doing today? Good to
Uh,
see you.
let's see. Looks like we had a couple early people in there. John's he's only going to catch the start, and Caleb dropped in.
Nice.
Let's see. That's all we got at the moment, but that's okay. I imagine we'll probably have a little less than usual because everybody will probably be out with their mother. And the reason why is, in case you didn't know, today is Mother's Day.
Yes, it is.
So what'd you do special today, Jeff? We never got to that off air. What you up to on Mother's Day? You barbecuing and what else?
Yes, I am. I'm barbecuing today. I got all kinds of meat going on out on the smoker right now. Some potato salad and some beans. I made some brownies. So, um, I overdid it. It's just me and my mom. So, but I got 2 racks of ribs, a tri-tip, chicken legs. Doing it all.
Hey, it's better to have more than you need than less than you need.
Right? I mean, I'll be eating on it for a couple days, but that's all right. I love ribs. Barbecue's so good, man.
Uh, looks like we got some more people come in. I think it's time for the ceremonial Jeff chat
What?
shout out.
We got the barbarian himself, Cosmic Beard Rider, Barbarian Kung Fu. What's going on? Good to see you, my man. Thanks for joining us today. John's Comics with Kids. Yes, happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there for sure. Jam Sessions. It's good to see you today. Thanks for joining us. Caleb Comics Smurf Murphy. Yo, what's up, buddy? How are you doing today? Thank you all for joining us, man. We appreciate it.
And yes, we do. And in case you haven't noticed, we don't have a guest today.
Ka-choon!
Hey, Kachoon. Hey, that means DK probably won't be too far behind. Let's see.
DK.
What was I saying? I forgot my train of thought. Oh
Mother's
yeah,
Day.
we don't have a guest, and that's because it's Mother's Day, so we didn't want to ask anybody and pull them away from anything. But what I thought we'd talk about today is mothers in comics.
Thanks for joining
Because
us, Mike. Appreciate it.
oh yeah, thanks, Mike. Because I can't think of any mothers that have their own stories that have to do with them being, mothers in comics, except for two, really. I can think of Lois Lane, but that's recently with Jonathan Kent. And I can think of Sue Storm, the mother of Franklin Richards, and that, I forget what his sister's name is. And that's basically the only ones I know of that have stories about them. I mean, we all know about Aunt May and Ma and Pa Kent, but when have they really had their own story? I can't think of one. Can you, Jeff?
Well, I don't know. It depends on how you want to look at it. There's two characters that came to my mind at first, and one was Jean Grey, because she's the mother of Cable, right? So I guess if you work it in, that would be one mother. And then the only other one, she's not even a mother, but the basic is Aunt May. Like, I don't know, she's had some stories about her. She's not even Peter Parker's mother, but closest thing really he's got to one.
Are you counting that horrible story where she was like a teenager and going around getting it on
Yeah,
with everybody?
it's about all I could come up with. So, ha, beat you, barbarian. Yeah, I mean, I didn't, like I said, I didn't get a chance to like put a whole lot of thought into it yet, but those are just the first two off the top of my head that I could come up with.
What about stories that have to do something with them being a mother? Like we know that Madeline Pryor or Jean Grey, whichever it is Cable's mother. But is there a story that's all about that fact that talks about her having to be a mother or anything, or is it just, hey, this is the mom of this person and that's it?
Yeah,
That's what I'm
I'm
trying
not,
to think of because I
I'm
can
not
name
sure.
mothers.
Yeah, I'm not sure. To be honest with you, as far as that goes about Jean Grey and Cable, I know that they reference it in a few issues of Cable's comics that I've read, but that's about
Yeah,
it.
like Barbarian just mentioned Mystique. Now she's apparently the mother of Nightcrawler, but I don't know of a story about her being the mother of Nightcrawler. I think there was one story where they were together and he found out. And then there's, of course, like flashbacks and stuff that are in other stories that mention it. But I don't know of a story about Mystique and her son, Nightcrawler. You know what I'm saying?
Right. What's up, Rod? Ruben Nieves, thank you guys for joining us. DK, good to see you. Yeah, it's tough because I mean, there's a few like references throughout some comic books to like mothers here and there, like Batman's mom, like stuff like that, the tragic death of her and things like that. But
Yeah, and then until Flashpoint, we really never got a story about her and Bruce or anything like that. And I would argue that Flashpoint isn't really a mother story. It's kind of a twisted tale of a different kind of Joker, really.
yeah, for sure.
Um,
Um,
and Rod just brought up the Flash's mom, who was murdered. But again, have there been really any stories about her and that? Oh, well, he just tapped in, but not much of her. Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I was going to say. Ooh, what about Iris West? Jam Sessions just brought that.
I don't know. I'm not sure who Iris West is, to be honest with you.
That's I think it's Wally. Isn't it Wally West that's married to Iris, or is it actually Barry Allen? I'm confusing the TV show and the comics. Don't you hate it when that happens? You confuse the TV show of something and then the comics, and you're like,
Yeah, I confuse everything, man. Don't even worry. Yeah, Kachung. Big Will was talking about Sue Storm. That's another one.
ah. Rod said that Barry is in TV, so it's Wally West that Iris is married to in the comics. Then, and let's see.
Catwoman uses motherhood to semi-retire. Kachung says.
I haven't read that, so I can't make an argument for or against it.
Me neither.
Let's see. Barbarian says X-Men 428 is the story of Nightcrawler being born, but that's again not the story of the mother Mystique. I wouldn't think. Man, for a topic, this one's hard because we can't think of anything. Like I said, the only thing I can think of is Sue Storm with Franklin and his sister, and Lois Lane with Jonathan Kent. I really can't think of any other story about the adventures of mom and the children. Really,
Yeah.
What about indie stuff? Do you read much indie stuff that maybe has something? I don't really read much indie.
Nah, I don't either. I read Die, and then I tried Crowded, and I didn't really like that a whole lot. I mean, I've read a few issues of Spawn. I did like Max and Pitt, but I mean, as far as mothers, can't think of much from those.
See, the chat keeps trying to throw stuff out. Let's see. Kachung mentioned After Infinite Crisis for Selena.
John's Comics with Kids says Granny Goodness. I don't know who I don't know who Granny Goodness is.
You don't know who Granny Goodness is?
Is that a bag of chips?
You're missing out, man.
Granny
Goodness is the evil woman that raises children for Darkseid. She's the mother, in air quotes, so to speak, of Mr. Miracle, Big Barda, and all those other characters.
Got you. I don't know. Could you like that's I mean, The Incredibles. I know that's a cartoon more than a comic book, but
hey, as far as I'm concerned, The Incredibles is the best Fantastic Four movie ever made.
Yeah, well, I saw that last one that they came out with. I enjoyed it. I don't remember what is that, the third one or second one?
Second.
Okay. It's cool. Yeah, I mean that's real. Barbarian, especially with Michonne. She's Michonne. Yeah.
All right, so Walking Dead has some, so that's really 3. And if you count The Incredibles, we could make it 4. So we're still coming up with less than 5 out of the thousands of characters. That's sad, isn't it?
Yeah, it is kind of. Okay, well, so I read The Life of Captain Marvel, that series. It was like a 5-issue series that came out right before that Captain Marvel movie, and it dealt a lot with the relationship between Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, and her actual mom. So, Steve Whiting, what's up? So, I mean, I would say that that's probably a storyline that incorporated a lot of motherhood in it.
Okay. And because Steve joined us, I have to do a couple shout outs here. I have to shout out Steve Whiting because you know how
I
you know how
know
you sent
why.
me an A-OK? Okay, well apparently he sent me an A-OK.
Have you opened it?
Yeah, I opened it because I didn't know who it was from. There was no note or anything. Apparently,
Minor
he forgot
Barbarian.
the note and left it on his desk. And if
That's
it
funny.
wasn't for his name being above the thing, I would have thought it got sent from the UPS store. So I
I
opened
know
it
what
up
it
and
was.
I'm like, this is cool, but why? So apparently, he meant to send a note that said, your item has arrived, or something like that. Kind of like, you know, how I enter the chat.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Uh-huh.
what he sent me was 9.8 CGC Return of Wolverine #5, the Granov variant.
Yeah. It's a nice
So,
book.
yeah, thank you, Steve. That was 100% not expected. And the way you laughed, I bet you gave him the address, didn't you?
It's possible.
It's possible. Mm-hmm. See, well, I had to shout Steve out. Next time I got live, I told him, hey, I'm gonna shout you out, man. So this was fun for me. It was the first time I ever plugged anything into Go Collect with a 0 for the price paid. So I appreciate that, man. That's going to be a special one.
Yeah.
And it's Wolverine.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That was nice.
Yeah. Oh, KomiKHAN just made. We got #5 now. The original Silk Spectre and Watchmen, and then the Minuteman. Have you read the Watchmen, Jeff, or seen the
No.
movie?
I've seen the movie a long time ago, like when it first came out. Not since then, though.
All right. Well, you should definitely read the book if you ever get a chance in a long period of time. But that thing's thick.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be it.
I've never heard of the Blue Bottle before.
But he probably meant Blue Beetle.
Oh yeah, right. Or come on now. Blue
Yeah.
Beetle.
So
Right,
Blue
right.
Beetle's mother, Bionica Rez. Okay.
Is she in the comic books? I've never read any Blue Beetle.
There he goes, Beetle. Is there a story about her, or just that's his mother?
Um,
Uh,
yeah, man. I mean, like, because they don't really talk much about like like the Incredible Hulk. We all know I like the Incredible Hulk. They hardly ever talk about his mom. There's a few references in some comic books to like how she died and everything, but basically that's about it.
hey, same with my guy,
Yeah,
Wolverine. Only real story with his mother is about how she committed suicide
yeah. So
because of him.
yeah, does Wolverine have any kids? Like actual legitimate kids?
Yeah, he's got
Who were they with?
one.
Mariko? Moriko?
No, that's like his. That's not his actual kid. I think he's only got one actual kid that I know of for sure, and I think he has some others that's debatable. Like there's like a whole pack of them. I can't think of their names, but yeah, he does have some legitimate kids, and of course you go different worlds and all with Marvel. He's got a bunch of
Yeah,
different kids.
like I was just, I don't have it right here in front of me, but in the Old Man Wolverine, what I think it's Old Man Wolverine trade paperback I got from John. It's got Wolverine. He's married to some chick, and they have kids, and they end up being killed by the Incredible Hulk's kids because the Incredible Hulk had kids with She-Hulk. So I mean,
Yeah,
there's a couple of mother tie-ins and one random story, but She-Hulk and I don't know who that other lady was that Wolverine was married to, but
yeah. Wow. I really thought we were going to be surprised and think of a whole bunch, but we kind of just dead in the water, aren't we?
yeah, for the most part, I don't know. Yeah, I agree, Kachun. A lot of heroes don't have moms, right?
Yeah, that is true. A lot of them. I became a hero because of, the death of mom or the death of someone else, or because they're a hero, mom died, or they never knew mom, like Peter Parker. We said Aunt May, but that's his aunt, not his mom.
Right. Closest thing he's got to mom,
Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, like even like Superman's parents, like I mean, they're kind of involved in the storyline here and there a little bit, right? But
Yeah.
they're not. I mean, and technically, they're not even his real parents. I mean, so
Well, we'll take that.
yeah,
Adoption's okay.
yeah, I agree. I agree.
Oh,
Yeah,
Scar's mom from Planet Hulk. Now that one, she didn't really have much with the child because she was kind of, it was born and then she died. But yeah, I would say Mike's onto something there. Wouldn't you,
yeah,
Jeff? You're the Hulk guy.
yeah. Got to throw that out there for sure. Some Hulk mom.
Oh yeah. Well, do you think we should move on to something else? Because I honestly can't think of any other mother in comics that has stories
I'm
that
having a
amount to anything.
Yeah, I mean, I'm even having struggles just thinking of like actual characters who are mothers that are in comics, you know?
Yeah. Well, I did tell you if we got stuck or something, I did have something else I needed help with.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
since we're live, the chat could probably help me out too.
for sure.
I get this email, right? And it's from CBCS. And what it says is that they have a promotion that has guaranteed turnaround. So if I mail them books like tomorrow, uh, they'll guarantee 10-day turnaround. And I got to put 10 books in order to get it. And there's a special code here I can put because I have a membership. It's a free membership, but I have a membership. So what kind of books would you send to CBCS? They can't be pressed. It's just for grading. And I don't think I can do any signatures because that would take more time. But most of the books that I have, that have some value, I would want pressed. And, if you want them to sell something later on down the road, it's best to put it in the CGC slab.
Right, right.
So
So,
as someone who doesn't slab, what kind of books would you suggest? Because I got a whole bunch of books here.
so instantly when you said that, my first thought was anything sentimental that you want to keep that you don't really aren't focused about having a high grade in. If it's just something to say it's a book that that you plan on keeping, yeah, maybe something like a book that
You
somebody
mean
gave
something
you.
like this?
Yeah, right. Uh-huh. That you just want to take good care of and are planning on keeping forever and kind of a
And
thing.
something like this one too.
Yeah, uh-huh. Something like that is what I would probably go with. Because I've got some books like that I thought about buying, even those self-slabbing mechanism thingies, just to keep
Oh,
in
the
good
comic
shape.
skin?
Yeah, yeah, uh-huh. Just to keep, in good condition because they were gifts from people or from, one that I bought as a kid and I just want to like remember it and keep it in good shape or something. But yeah, that's what I would do because that's a pretty good deal.
Well, I would want them actually slabbed with a grade and all on it, but I'm a specific collector, so most of my stuff I buy to at some point sell later.
Right.
But then there's a few that I don't. Like this one I thought would work because it's just a Wolverine comic that doesn't really mean anything. It happens to be an error print, but even the error print doesn't really have much value. So I was thinking about that, but I got to come up with 10 things, and I don't know if I have the books for it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, I
10
do.
books that I don't really, I don't know. Like I would do, you saw that Space Ghost set I had, right? That,
Yeah, the Alex Ross, right? Is it Alex Ross?
yeah, all of these. Now this is 6 books, but my problem with it is the number 5 has a corner ding that I would want pressed out, and I would want these, really looking nice.
Yeah.
But I also have another couple sets of them coming in too, so I would have to wait to get a good set. So I can't send those. So I got to think of 10 of them. Any you think you could get signatures on in the future and won't mind re-slabbing CGC yellow? I don't know, KomiKHAN. That's an interesting question. But I'm just going through here, and most of what I have, I would probably go with CGC. Now, have you heard about these?
Kind
The
of. Those are
Walmart
those
version?
Walmart packs, right?
Yeah, I when I hear someone say something about a book, sometimes if I'm out and about, I might pick it up. So I happen to have 2 of these packs,
Yeah.
and I was thinking maybe doing one of them. It might be a 9. Well, with CBCS's grading, it might be as low as a 9.4 or a 9.6, but that's something people still like, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Those that's one of those art germ variants,
Yeah,
I believe.
apparently the hair is a little longer or something. I forgot what's so special about it, but people were wanting it for a minute.
Yeah.
And like I said, where I live, comics ain't that big a deal, so I could go and get more of them if I wanted to, but I don't want to spend that kind of money.
Yeah, I know it's hard sometimes.
Yeah, and then I got a few other things like this is a lesser key, I mean,
Right.
first Mr. Sinister, but it's not worth a whole lot of money, so that one maybe, and I got more than one copy, so
Yeah. No, I mean that's always a thought. Books that you might have more than one copy of that.
you know what book I have the most copies of?
Wolverine #1,
Yeah, but
second series or whatever
yeah,
they're called.
so I was just wondering what other people thought. Like, and there's a few things that are just kind of cool. Like Machine Man #1, it's not worth anything, but it's a cool book. Jack Kirby.
Right. Right.
That might be a good one to do because it costs like $16, I think, to get them slabbed. So I would be getting a guaranteed turnaround, and for 10 books, I'd spend probably around 160 to 180. I don't know, with shipping and all. That's a pretty good deal.
It's 10-day turnaround. Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
That's the guarantee promotion is you get 10 days and get them all back.
Yeah. That's probably what I would do. Go with something because I know like CG. If you're doing CGC, you want probably all high grade stuff. Sending in them. But if you got some other things that maybe probably aren't going to be like 9.8 candidates, something that maybe. I mean, even if you plan on flipping it, like if you're just not
Well,
sure about it being a 9.8, still want to get it graded before you
yeah,
flip.
and there's a few things that I don't plan on selling, as of right now, I don't plan on selling, but I would want this in a CGC,
Oh yeah, for sure.
and then I have, of course, the Immortal Hulk #1 that ripped this off.
Yeah.
So that one's going to go CGC, and I'm going to get them pressed when I send them in. But what do you think about this one? I bought this just because the cover is beautiful. And if Whitewell were here, he would ask me why I think that, because it's abstract. And it's the interior that I don't like being abstract. The cover can be whatever you want, but this is awesome looking to me.
Oh, that is a cool book.
Yeah, the Batman, the Max, Arkham Dreams. This is the
Yeah.
Joker, and I forget what's his name. Do you know?
I don't know who that is. Is that Ra's al Ghul?
No, this is the villain from the Max, and this is Batman's
Oh,
villain. The Joker. You know who that is?
I know. Yeah. Apparently, I know who half of those people are. Yeah, I don't know the guy from the Max. I don't know his name. Forgot it.
Oh, but anyway, yeah, I was just wondering what anyone else thought.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Some things that maybe are cover purchases or something like that. Some stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Well, all right then. Well, we
Mr.
have
Nobody,
literally
Kachun says. That might be right.
do what?
Kachun says he thinks it's Mr. Nobody. Is that guy's name?
I have no idea. I haven't ever really read the Max, so you could be right or you could be wrong.
Bam! Mr. Gone.
Let's see. So we've been going on almost 25 minutes, but I'm kind of run out of stuff to say. How about you? I mean, that's going to be our shortest big show.
Yeah, Mother's Day special, bro. That's a
Hey,
Mother's Day one.
but I do have to announce
We don't have any mothers in the chat, do we? No.
I think it's a bunch of dudes, and unless I don't think Delphia is a mom, is she? I don't think so.
No, I don't think we do. But if any mothers are catching this on the replay by chance, you never know. Happy Mother's Day to all of you mothers.
Yeah, happy. I like that, Jeff. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers.
Yeah, well, like. Oh.
And KomiKHAN said yes. It's Mr. Gone.
Got it.
All right. So I do want to announce that there is a surprise auction. If Caleb's still in the chat, he can tell me for sure what channel it's going to be on. I think it's on Whitewell Comics channel, but it's going to be, I assume, Whitewell, me, Caleb the Comic Smurf Murphy, and Tacoma Comics, maybe JB. I don't know. But anyway, we're doing an auction at 11 o'clock Eastern, real late, just because we can. And Caleb had an itch for it, and he was looking for people to help scratch it. So I jumped in. So there's going to be an auction late tonight, I believe, on Whitewell's channel at 11 Eastern. And I really don't have anything planned for today. So that's my next thing. But are you guys still doing the direct edition, or are you taking Mother's Day off?
Nope, 5:30 tonight. Direct edition squad we will be on. So that's it for today for me. And then I think
Pacific?
Yeah, Pacific Standard Time, 5:30 direct edition squad. It's me, Soldier, Fuchsia Only, Comic Books NYC, and Bake the Snake. So if you guys aren't doing anything later, feel free to come find us and join us.
Well, all right then. Well, we said our piece. We even said some more.
Yeah.
And now we can't think of anything else.
No.
So we appreciate everybody for joining us. This is going to be the shortest big show ever. That's an accomplishment right there.
Hey, yes, appreciate everybody.
Happy Mother's Day. Thanks to the chat for stopping by, and I guess we'll see you later.